Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing some OU with an Archaludon rain team that was passed to me by my boy Tog. I haven't been playing too much OU as of recently. I honestly didn't really get into it too much until this team was passed to me, and I'm really excited to use it. I've been using it a little bit. I made a slight tweak to it. I changed out. He had originally an Iron Boulder. He said he just changed it to a Great Tusk. I was like, I want an Iron Valiant instead, so that's what I'm rocking here. If you want the team, it'll be down in the description, and let's get into it. Centino got Tidy Up, which is really cool. I want to use that at some point, maybe in draft as well, because I think it'll be better than Tandem Mousehold. I mean, they're pretty equal because they both get Technician, and now with loaded dice, this doesn't really have to worry about it. I'm gonna lead Pelipper here, though. They don't really have anything too great for it. Centino can Rock Blast here, so I don't want to stay in. All right, how much is a Rock Blast doing to me? Probably a lot. Yeah, so we don't want to stay in here. I mean, I feel like that's kind of obvious. If they go for a multi-hit move on Archaludon, I'm pretty sure the stamina goes up like again and again and again. So I'm gonna go into that. That feels like pretty free here. Yeah, it does work that way. This shows you how much I haven't played OU. I'm ranked so low on the ladder. I'm like 1382, so I would consider this like pretty low ladder. But now we are at plus 4 defense. 1, 2, 3, yeah, plus 4. I don't want to go for body press here though because of that Enamorous, so I'm just gonna go for electroshock or electroshot, because that Great Tusk really isn't a threat now that I'm so high in defense and I can just Terra Fairy on that thing. All right, so they just tried to set up, but that's not going to work out too well. This is going to hurt. Oh, it actually just KOs them. Archaludon is putting in some work just off the start. I mean, having this much defense is just scary. There's nothing that they can go into right now that knocks me out, especially because I'm an Assault Vest set, so they can't even go like Enamorous, Earth Power, or Greninja and go for a water move on me. And that's what they plan on doing here. But yeah, even like Dark Pulse isn't doing much damage to me. It's doing about 22 to 32%, and Electroshot just knocks us out here. Does this get like a ground move? It could go for Dig, maybe. That's not going to do much. I'm just going to Electroshot. They Stellar Terra. Ooh, that does a lot of damage. Hopefully they don't flinch me here. Okay, they don't. They're going to go down to this Electroshot here. Ooh, Archaludon, let's go, dude. This live was for you, and you're putting in work on the first battle. This is awesome. All right, they go out into Enamorous here. Both Earth Power and Moonblast do kill me. If I Terra, though, Moonblast still kills. Okay, so I'm just going to let this thing go down here. Put in a ton of work just off the start here. Would have been cool if I could have clicked Body Press there on something, but didn't really matter too much. I have a free switch into Zapdos. This is probably, I want to say either Choice, Scarf, or Specs. Could be Heavy Duty Boots, though. Zapdos doesn't care too much. I just click Hurricane here. Great Tusk could come in, but it does a ton of damage to the Enamorous anyway. And this does come out, and it's just going to go down. Yep. This is a max special attack Zapdos. We see Metagross come out, and Thunder is a clean 2-hit KO on this thing. So they agility up, but I don't think there's anything that this Metagross can go for. Maybe like Psychic Fangs. How much is that going to do to me? It won't KO, so yeah, it does a little over half. We just knock it out here. And the rest of my team can take on this Enamorous and the Ogerpon. Especially since they already Terra'd with Greninja, I don't have to worry about this thing. I'm going to go down here, but just Hurricane anyway on the off chance. And now I can just go into Iron Valiant here. I can close combat, and then I can Moonblast on the Enamorous. And then if I need to, I can go out into Pelipper, set Rain, and then finish it up with Basculegion. So I just close combat here. Okay, so Enamorous comes out. We'll just go into Pelipper here and put up the Rain, and then my Ogerpon and my Basculegion can just wrap up this game. I'm not worried at all. We have another 6 turns of Rain here, and Basculegion comes out and just clicks Surf on this, and I believe it'll also just KO the Ogerpon. If I Terra, it will, so I'm going to just Terra and Surf here. Enamorous goes down. We're Choice Specs, so I did not expect them to live these hits. Ogerpon does have Sturdy. Forgot about that. Hornleech is back up, but we're faster with Iron Valiant anyway, so we're all good. Nice first game. Archaludon put in a ton of work at the start there. All right, let's find another one. All right, here's our next opponent. I feel like we're going to get Hazard stacked here, and I also have not seen what Latios does yet since it got the buff to its signature move. I'm trying to like think what that is right now. Luster Purge, I think. Also, I just want to say quickly, sorry if this is a little choppy, like not the best commentary. I'm trying to get like back into this and doing videos by myself that aren't draft videos because I'm used to just talking about the battle. But here I'm just trying to talk like generally. Like this is my first video after Christmas that like I'm recording post Christmas. So how was everyone's Christmas? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you got some stuff that you liked, that you wanted. Did you get any Pokemon stuff? All right, they lead Deoxys here. I can see some hazards going up here. I'm just gonna U-turn. I'm not too worried. If they Psycho Boost, it probably does knock me out. But this team is super offensive and it does not like water types at all. So I'm not worried about like, I can sweep through them pretty quickly, I think. So we let Pelipper go down here. No big deal though, because now Basculegion comes out, and I'll flip turn here on their switch because they might go Latios or Ting-Lu. Because either way, like if I click Shadow Ball, they want to go Ting-Lu, and if I click any water move, they want to go Latios. So it's better to just find out right away. They go Ting-Lu here. Takes more than I thought it would from flip turn. And now I can just go Ogerpon here and click Ivy Cudgel. Even Latios does not want to come out and take that. I could also go for a Trailblaze here on this and get a speed boost to be faster than the Latios, and then I can U-turn out, which doesn't sound like the worst play in the world. It would at least give me some momentum, and I can go out into Zapdos or Archaludon. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for the Trailblaze here. And they go for Zapdos here. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed. No static. Okay, perfect. All right, I don't switch into this Zapdos well at all. Archaludon could come out here, but then it just invites out the Ting-Lu or the Iron Treads, and I'm losing Rain Turns. So I'm going to go for the Ivy Cudgel here. It doesn't make contact, and I have to Terra, otherwise I don't kill. So we're going to go for that here. We'll get a Spidefraise, but this should knock it out. We get a crit, which I don't think mattered. I'm pretty sure we killed that Zapdos no matter what there, but huge Ogerpon. Fantastic. Jumping back one more time, though, too. I hope you enjoyed the time that you got to spend with your family. Ooh, this is a Scarf Latios. All right, good thing we have the special defense boost. Otherwise, we would have went down there because he Terra Electric'd. See, I get so distracted. Like, I keep trying to go back to the Christmas thing. Pretty much that's what I was saying. Hope you had a great time, good food, got everything you wanted, spent some good time with family, and now I'm going to move on from it. I'm going to go Archaludon here because I'm Assault Vest, and I'll take any one hit that this thing wants to go for, and it goes down to a Draco Meteor here. So Ting-Lu comes out. Still going to take a decent chunk from this. Not bad, 32. I'm going to go Zapdos here on a ground move. Don't want to take an Earthquake or anything. Stealth Rocks just comes out. Not the end of the world here, and I can just get a free Hurricane off here on anything. Iron Treads could come out. Okay, they start stacking spikes, which is a tad concerning now. Maybe I shouldn't have sacked Pelipper early on. I just hadn't seen an offensive like Deoxys yet. Usually they're just either lead spike or lead screen. So I was just starting to think maybe people weren't running it, except with like Indeedee, because I've been seeing that like going around on Twitter a little bit. Anyways, I'm running out of time here. I only have 60 seconds left. So I'm going to go Ogerpon here on this, because I guess they're just going to keep setting up hazards and sack it and go Iron Valiant. Get off my my booster energy. Will be faster than Deoxys, and this thing's pretty free at this point with Zapdos gone. So we're gonna click close combat here. Ting-Lu goes down. They might go like Blaziken and try to. Okay, they go this. You don't live a close combat now that you Terra'd. At least if you're offensive. Yeah, you go down. All right, that worked out. Now I don't guarantee kill this. It's a low chance, but if they protect, I can encore them into it. So hopefully that's what they go for. All right, no, they live just barely, and we go down to an Earthquake. I'm gonna go Zapdos here. I can see the Iron Treads coming out because that kind of hardwalls this Zapdos set. Part of me wants to just hard switch out into Basculegion, but I'll Volt Switch on the off chance they don't switch, which they don't. So this just ends up going down to Flare Blitz recoil, which is actually worse for me because I would have rather killed it with Volt Switch to get out. But they go Deoxys here. I guess maybe the Iron Treads can't touch my Zapdos. That's what I'm starting to think here. So I'm going to switch out and try to keep this alive maybe. Archaludon I feel like can come into this if it goes for Superpower. Not the best, but I don't know if a Psycho Boost. Yeah, Psycho Boost would kill Basculegion here. Okay, I think I actually go Basculegion here first and see what they want to go for. Possibly sacking it here to a Psycho Boost. All right, they go for Shadow Ball, so maybe they don't have Superpower. That's just what I'm afraid of here, because Archaludon just gets annihilated by a Superpower from this thing. But if it doesn't have it, then I'm in the clear here. Oh, I guess... Okay. I definitely thought it was going to have it there. Do I live an Earthquake? I do. And then at +1, Body Press does not do enough. Okay. I'm going to go Zapdos here then. We're heavy duty boots, so I won't take any hazard damage. And they knock off. So they do have to wait. to hit me. I was thinking maybe they had like Iron Head, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock, Earthquake. That was the set I was kind of thinking because the way that they just weren't bringing this in against me, but maybe they were fearing like Weather Ball or something, but I don't think I had Rain Up at that point either, so not sure. I was really just under the impression that they did not have a way to touch the Zapdos, that's all. So, GG's. I definitely shouldn't have sacked Pelipper early game. I think that was my my biggest mistake there. If I would have kept that around, I could have, you know, had Rain Up and been able to put more pressure on. Running into a Sun team here with the Gouging Fire. That's something else that I really want to run, and I want to draft as well. I'm somewhere between wanting to draft Sun and draft Rain in season 4 of the or season 3, excuse me, of the VDL. We'll just see what happens here. I don't want to lead Pelipper on this because Torkoal is faster and it'll get its weather up. So I'm just going to lead Basculegion and flip turn out immediately. And actually lead Roaring Moon. Did this get dropped back into the tier when the DLC dropped, like with Darkrai and everything? Because I just didn't realize this thing dropped down, like with Gliscor and Volcarona and stuff. Hadn't noticed that till literally just now. But I can go Pelipper here. I take its hits very well. I will lose my Damp Rock, which is kind of annoying. Or I can go Zapdos, but Zapdos does not take the hits as well. So I'm going to make a hard switch out into Pelipper here. It actually works out because they go Torkoal, get the Sun up, and then I go Pelipper and get my Rain up. So I can go for Weather Ball here. Oh, and they just forfeit. They did not like that at all. Okay. I was in a great position there, man. Come on. Just let me have that one. Oh, and I get to fight a Darkrai here. I've heard that this thing is not good at all, and I've also heard that people kind of want to see it drop to UU. I'm not too sure on the current UU landscape, because again, I haven't played like any Smogon tiers. I've only been playing Draft for the most part. I haven't even actually beaten the story of the Indigo Disc on my Switch yet. That's how like uninterested I've been in the DLC. Also, the performance just still sucks. I was so disappointed. I'm just gonna lead Pelipper here though. Get my Rain up immediately. Does Gouging Fire get an electric type move? I don't know. I know this thing has a pretty good move pool. It does get Thunderfang. Okay, I'm actually gonna take that into consideration here while choosing my move. I'm gonna go Zapdos here. Hurricane gets a 2-hit KO here. And they Dragon Dance up. How much would like a Dragon Claw do to me? Roughly half. Has a good chance to 2-hit KO me. But I have Iron Valiant in the back, which is currently faster than this with a booster. Not anymore, but now they're super weakened. And we actually get the Confusion, which is amazing. Thank you, Zapdos. They go out into Blissey. I'm also just realizing they have no Electric Immunity, so Zapdos just kind of goes crazy here once this Blissey's gone. I can go Ogerpon on this Blissey, but I don't know if they're going to Thunder Wave me, and I don't want my Ogerpon to be Thunder Waved because it has an amazing matchup here besides the Amoonguss. Well, and the Darkrai is faster than it. I can go Archaludon too because if it gets paralyzed by a Thunder Wave, it's really not the end of the world. And how much do I do to this with Body Press? I get a 2-hit KO, and then if they Seismic Toss me, I have a good chance to OHKO. And outside of Amoonguss, they don't have good switch-ins to this Archaludon. And even then, like Flash Can plus Draco probably does a good chunk. So I'm gonna go Archaludon here, I guess. I think that makes more sense. And they just get Stealth Rocks up. So I could have went Ogerpon, but then Amoonguss would have just came right in. So I'm going to go for one Electro Shot, but I'm going to go for this, get the special attack raise on whatever wants to come in, because again, they have no electric immunity here. All right, my opponent was too scared of Archaludon, so they just never came back. So I'll take that as another win for the Archaludon. All right, let's find another battle here. Ooh, and this is a scary team. All right, they got a Raging Bolt, Goldengo. I haven't seen Dragonite run around in a while either. I feel like it's falling off at least a little bit with like everything running around, especially like Latios with how strong that thing is right now. And I've heard Latios is even like a demon too. I'm just gonna lead Pelipper here, get my Rain up. We might see Raging Bolt lead. We could also see the Glamora as well. But Raging Bolt's pretty free for my opponent since I don't have a ground type, so I'm kind of concerned about that. We see the Glamora here. Power Gym would KO me here, so don't know if I want to stay in for that. Earth Power would do a good chunk to Archaludon, but it wouldn't OHKO. It would be a 2-hit KO, so unless they predict the switch here, this is pretty free, and then Flash Cannon does get a KO here. They're probably Focus Sash, though, so I'm just going to Electro Shot so I can get a special attack raise. They don't have a ground type on their team either. Did their avatar just change, like, mid-battle. I was like staring at their team as that changed, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm just absolutely crazy and losing my mind though too. Oh, they left, so maybe that's what it was. Maybe it just like flashed because they left. Why is everyone leaving? Why is everyone terrified of Archaludon? I'm genuinely curious what tier this Pokemon ends up in. I don't think it's going to stay OU. It very well could, but I feel like outside of rain teams, it doesn't have as much to offer. I feel like it'll find its home in UU. Maybe RU, but I think UU probably. Again, though, I'm not too familiar with the tiers, so I could just be talking out my ass. I also wonder where Duraludon with Eviolite's going to end. I don't know where it's been at in the last generation. I was going to say previous generations, but it literally just came out in Gen 8, so we only have one generation to really look at for it, but I know it was pretty weak, so maybe that'll boost it up to maybe, you know, like NU, RU, not too sure, we'll see. Here's our next opponent. I really like their profile picture. I'm really scared of that Zamazenta. That's just the normal form, right? It's not Crown. I don't think Crown is allowed in the tier. I can never remember off the top of my head, though. I'm going to lead Pelipper here. Looks pretty good as a lead. All right, they lead with the Enamorous here. I can just U-turn out here. Nothing to be too concerned about. Moonblast did more than, no, it's about what I would have thought, actually. All right, so that's, it's not Choice Spec, so it could be Heavy Duty Boots, could be Choice Scarf. I could go Zapdos here. Yeah, Zapdos is pretty free. They do have Tinglu, but Tinglu doesn't want to come into Hurricanes. Never mind, I take that all back. It comes in all goddamn day against Zapdos here. So I'm actually going to double out into Ogerpon on the Tinglu here because Ivy Cudgel will do a lot to this. So we're going to click that here. There's no drawback to that. Meowscarada will take a ton as well. Okay, there is one drawback to that play, and that is if they click Terra Water. That is probably the worst case scenario there that they could have went for. I'm going to try to Swords Dance up once here and then try to Trailblaze. They might have Whirlwind, and they actually go Meowscarada here. U-turn from this, how much does this do? U-turn from this would kill me, so I'm going to go Zapdos here. Maybe we can get a static off if it goes for U-turn, which it does. No static, so that's fine. They probably go back out into Tinglu here, if I had to imagine. All right, and they just go out into Enamorous here. I kind of want to Volt Switch on this, but I have a feeling they're just going to go Tinglu, and then... Oh, wait, it's not... Haha, they Terra'd it. I'm going to Thunder here. I have no reason to not click that. And they just go down here. Even if they got the special attack drop, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, Thunder still would have knocked me out even... Or knocked them out if they would have got the special attack drop. Zamazenta comes out here. It doesn't look like, unless it has Stone Edge, it doesn't look like it can KO me here. So I'm going to go for a Roost on the off chance they either miss. So they don't. Pelipper can still come in and get Rain Up, so I don't want to let that go yet. I can go out into Baskia Legion here, and if I Terra Water, Surf actually knocks this out. Doesn't look horrible against their team. What about like Tinglu coming out here? It doesn't do much to that. Okay, I think I'm going to go Baskia Legion here. And then I'm going to... I kind of want to flip turn out on the Tinglu. But then what's my switch into that? I can go Archaludon. And if I Terra Fairy, I actually take Earthquakes quite well. So I like that. I'm going to flip turn here on the Tinglu. Perfect. So I'm going to go out into Archaludon here. And I'm going to... Oh, the rain ended. Okay, didn't take that into account. I'm going to go Pelipper. Everything changes. Electro Shot's a 2-turn. Can't have that happen. Gotta set the rain back up here. They get spikes up, which we hate to see. I want to U-turn, but I don't want to, like, take a hit on anything that I U-turn out into. I'm not going to do damage to this. The Hurricane does literally nothing. It's worse for me to stand. I'm just going to U-turn. I'm going to go Archaludon. Hopefully they set up another spike here. I don't want them to get too many layers up before I go out into this. All right, and they just start whirlwinding out. So this is going to get obnoxious here for me. I'm just going to go for Trailblaze. It's the best way for me to damage the Zamazenta, or sorry, the Tinglu at this point. And then Ivy Cudgel should do a lot, if not KO this Zamazenta here now that it no longer has the defense boost, but they might just go back out into Tinglu. And no, they just sacked the Zamazenta, so that's actually pretty decent for me, but these spikes are still a huge problem. Unless they're Choice Scarf, I am faster here, and if they are Choice Scarf, U-turn doesn't kill me, so I'm just going to go for U-turn of my own. And we knocked them out. They were not Choice Scarf. Perfect. All right, I'm now going to go out into Archaludon here. If the Tinglu comes out, I'm probably faster than it, so I can get a hit off. And then it just stops gouging fire from freely setting up. I'm going to go for Draco here. And we actually live that because of our defense. So hopefully we hit. We do. So we take out the Gouging Fire. Awesome. Goldango comes out. I'm just going to go for an Electro Shot, but I probably go down here. Still have 1 turn left of Rain. So I can go out into Basculegion, which is going to be faster than this, and click Shadow Ball. Has a very good chance of knocking this out. Doesn't do too much to the Tinglu, but I have to get like chip damage on it somehow. Otherwise, it's just going to keep whirlwinding me around. So I'm going to just go Basculegion here and Shadow Ball. The chance to kill this is really nice because this doesn't allow Iron Valiant to do as much, but I don't know how I'm going to break through this Tinglu. It's going to be a pain. It doesn't look like it has any attacking moves, right? It just has Earthquake as its last move, which can touch the entire team, but Ogerpon kind of sits on it a little bit, at least if it's the last Pokemon. And we actually get a special defense drop there, so I'm going to stay in and just continue to click Shadow Ball. That was like the best case scenario. They're going to continue to set up spikes to get as much damage on my other Pokemon, but I'm not going to continue to switch around and just take extra unnecessary damage. Alright, so they just whirlwind me out. Pelipper was like actually the perfect option, because now I just get a free switch in to whatever I want, which is going to be Ogerpon here. I go for Trailblaze to knock this out, and then I'll be pretty quick, so I don't know how much Ivy Cudgel does to the Goldango. We'll see. Go for Trailblaze here and knock this out. I was gonna say, and if they switch to Goldango at that point, they are just taking unnecessary damage from my Ogerpon. Alright, let's see how much this Ivy Cudgel does here. Not as much as I would have thought. This is probably like a HP invested Goldango. And that did not as much as I would have thought to me. It must be like fully defensive. I don't know. And they just forfeit. So let's go. Another one for us. But that is going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see more of just OU, UU, whatever tier content in the comments. And yeah, see you later. Peace.